Hi there, Call to Cinema members, and welcome to the Millcreek movie review. I'll be hopefully doing these for many more months to come. I started doing reviews for Millcreek releases. God, it seems like about a year, a little less, a little over right now. And I'll be honest with you, they always surprise me with what's available. So as always, I've got some really different, unique stuff that you don't normally see on my channel, and different genres than you normally see on my channel as well. Because when it comes to Mill Creek, when it comes to different genres, especially for the fact that I've been on here for like 10 years now, I really almost 10 years next year. I do like to push myself into trying like different things and to just get what I consider sometimes be comfort films. You'll see exactly what I mean in a second, because it is that time of year. It is that special time of year, that Christmassy time of year when things, let's be honest, Christmas is supposed to be that joyful time of year. Remember you were a kid and Christmas was going to be, oh, it's a wonderful, joyful time of year. It's going to be fantastic, and it's going to be super exciting, and everybody's going to be walking around with a smile on their face, and they're going to be singing Christmas carols, and you'll see people going door to door, and there's hot chocolate in everyone's hands. Well, when you get older, you start to realize that Christmas is a really stressful time of year. So when you were like younger, like why are my parents watching this, this TV film, or they're watching Hallmark, or yeah, because sometimes it gets really stressful during Christmas, and you just need that kind of just fun, almost cotton candy-esque type of like film that you just sit back and you turn off your brain and you watch and you enjoy. You enjoy it for the actors, for the different tropes, and you expect the tropes. You know the tropes are there. Like it's like when you're watching a slasher film, and you get like oh, okay, there's gonna be the cheesiness, there's gonna be the big breasted girls, there's gonna be the people running through the woods, there's gonna be the murder set pieces. The same thing with these films, except there's in a different way. These are Christmas films, and honestly, I was kind of excited to get these. So Mill Creek has done a Christmas collection, and pretty much it's just holiday romance like ones. And I know but for me, these are fun. These are cheesy fun, and you kind of take them at that. They're kind of just light romantic things. Something I could watch with my better half. Something that I don't have to worry about, like watching. Oh no, there's going to be a nude scene. There's going to be like blood coming in here, and there's nothing wrong with that. But every once in a while, guys, come on, we all have, a lot of us have better halves here that that we want to watch movies with, and just kind of romantic fun films. So right here is Christmas in the Wilds, and this one actually has Laura Vandervoort from Smallville. She and Bitten, I guess you know the series Bitten. She was the star of that one, but she was like a Supergirl in the series Smallville. She's not the lead actress in here, but for me, she's the lead actress. We got here Christmas in the Pines. You're gonna get a lot of Christmas in the here. We got Christmas in the Smokies. Which one of these has Trish Stratus? One of these has Trish Stratus. Is this one? Oh, this one has Jill Wagner, right? One of these does have Trish Stratus, though. We're getting to it. Christmas in the Rockies. That has Trish Stratus. See, I'm a wrestling fan. And this has Trish Stratus acting. So that is kind of cool. You can see her on the back right there. The beautiful Trish Stratus. And last but not least, there is Christmas on the Coast. And as you can see, I'll have the Christmas collection up top. And they have the red banner in the back. And I know what you're saying. This is like the cheesiest stuff ever. But come on. With the stuff that you watch, this is great for this time of year. Of course, you're going to get your old Christmas classics. You're going to get your Christmas Carol out there. You're going to get your Miracle on 34th Street. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with one of these cool little Christmas films. In actuality, a lot of these are really, really fun. And some of these actually have special features on there. We got Kate Vernon in one of these. We got from Battlestar Galactica. We have like a ton of different actors in this. Grant Goody from Twin Peaks and Aids Enough, of course. But there's behind the scenes on this one. There's like behind the scenes and cast interviews on Christmas in the Smokies. Does Christmas in the Rockies have anything? shoot, I would have wished, I really wanted like special features on this. I've seen a couple of these before, to be honest with you. But I really wanted these. I knew that nobody else was going to pick these up. I'm pretty sure, I doubt very much that anybody like in my review group are picking up these Christmas films. And they would probably give me hell for doing it. But I proudly display the Christmas collection. I'm sorry, I really do. This is fun. This is just, and they're usually around 80, 70 to 89 minutes long. 82 minutes, usually kind of the sweet spot for these type of films. And you just sit back and enjoy them. I do anyway. I maybe for some people this is losing cred, but everything's not horror and gore. Everything's not an action thing going at 120 miles per hour. Sometimes, you just like to sit back with your better half, and maybe get some hot chocolate, get some marshmallows, put them in there, cozy up on the couch, and watch a Christmas romance film. And there's nothing wrong with that. That means I guess I'm growing up. I'm growing up before your eyes, guys. Growing up before your eyes. All right. So the next two here are documentaries. Very different documentaries. But I wanted to actually kind of talk about them. One of them I'm kind of waiting on to watch because I really want to dive into it because I'm extremely interested in this documentary. But first there is this, this is a 4-pack. Yeah, so this is the Native American Healing and Spiritual Collection. So I guess I should preface this by saying I am Native Canadian. And I'm not sure if that comes across on my channel or if I've mentioned it very often, but I am Mi'kmaq. So when I saw this here, I kind of had to have it in my collection for that reason. And there's some interesting stuff on here. I'm not quite sure if this is totally if all this is going to be my jam, but there's at least one or two documentaries that I really want to check out of these 4 on here. So there's Native American Healing in the 21st Century. I definitely want to see that, and Don't Get Sick After June is the one I really want to see. Peter Cody narrates, inviting viewers to engage in the national dialogue in healthcare from a Native perspective. And that may not seem like the most interesting thing for you, but for me, this is utterly fascinating. Romance of Vanishing Race, I was interested in. I'm not so big on the. There's a concert here with like Rita Coolidge and Priscilla Coolidge. That's I think Rita's sister and their daughter. But there's like a Native American like concert with Native American music on here. So I know this is not going to be for everybody, but I got this for a couple of documentaries on here that I really wanted to check out. Now, maybe you're into the Native American, like the music, and maybe like Rita Coolidge, and you want to see like what she's doing now. But apparently this was winner of Best Video Native American Music Awards in 2005, including the song I Have No Indian Name. So this is the Walali live in concert. So I don't know anything about that one. That's the one I'm kind of iffiest on, but that's just because I'm not quite sure if that's my style or not. I'm not big on the country music, and I'm not really big on like a lot. I don't know a lot of the native music. I've heard some stuff when I was out. I took a course actually to be an historian for the Mi'kmaq tribe, basically. So basically learn how to record stories and stuff that are passed down from like generation to generation from elder, because the stories get lost. The stories, the legends, as elders pass on, if they're not kept, if they're not like preserved, then they do tend to get lost. And that's something that I don't want to see happen. I did go to school for journalism. That's what I went to school for when I actually got out of high school. Although I wanted to act, my grandparents wanted me to do something more substantial first, and so I did. I went in and did journalism. And when I had the chance to do a course for Native American, like Native Canadian, like history preservation, I jumped at the chance to take it. Now on a very, very different, but no less fascinating way. I want to talk about this. It runs 3.5 hours long, and I cannot wait to dive into this. I've been working so much that I really haven't got the time to check it out yet, but I really, really want to check this out, and more for more reasons than you'd think. So don't keep your mind together here. So this is Stripped Las Vegas, Real Life Uncensored. So this here is a documentary on like six exotic dancers in Las Vegas, and not just at any time, but at this time, at the time that's going on right now. And I know I've talked about this on my live channel. I've talked about a lot of these probably on my live channel, but I really wanted to come back on here and do like a dedicated video on these. I will be probably reviewing this one for sure, 100%, down the road, because it's something that I'm utterly fascinated in. Next up, we have one called The Match. And I actually got this because Franco Nero and Armand DeSanti is in it. I didn't know a lot about this one. So, The Match here is, of course, set during World War II. And we have a pretty much, how do I want to put this? Yeah, like basically they're prisoners. There's prisoners in World War II at a concentration camp. We have to go up against like Nazis. They have to go up against like a Nazi team. And they don't want to lose. But the other team, there's a lot to lose if they win. You get a lot of these like movies where there's a lot to lose. Like this, the scruffy team, and like, oh, we can beat we're the underdogs. We can beat, and there's this kind of this joyous thing when it comes to, yeah, we got to do this. We got to win. And this one here, I don't know the story behind this. I haven't seen this film actually. I probably should know the story behind this. Got to bone up my history, but maybe it's good that I don't. Actually, I'm probably not going to check before I go and watch this, because the idea that there's a team like from a concentration camp that are going up against the Nazis. It flips the script, because maybe losing is the best way to survive, but they were forced to play. They refused to lose. This could be pretty dark, but it's not all DVDs. Don't worry. I have some Blu-ray to show you guys as well. Though I do have one more DVD in this here collection to get to, and I want to get to it right now because it's one I'm extremely excited about. So this is Ultraman Dyna. This is the start of the we started last time with the Ultramans, with the new series of Ultraman ones. And as you can see, yep, they're doing the murals again. So if you've been collecting these, there's 3 out of the new ones out so far. The third one I got coming in the mail. Like, fingers crossed to get it. And they did a mural for the Legacy set, and there's a mural for this set as well. On the inside here, we got. I love this here. You can see there's a book on the inside. I think this is like 6 discs too. Yeah, like 51 episodes. So that's actually super cool. And let's just see if there's any like films or anything. I just wonder, just the episodes. Because I've seen a couple episodes of this one, but I haven't got to watch it all 3 yet. I try to especially this time of year, I really try to space these out. And I'll kind of explain that in a second. I love Ultraman. I love the entire the Ultraman series. Like some I find get super cheesy and get into really almost kind of show like Power Rangers, that stuff. But when they get pretty serious and get pretty kind of cool, they can get really, really good. And I adore this stuff. Like I do. It's kind of like, it's my like I said, I can watch those romantic films, like the Christmas films, with my better half, and we can enjoy them. And it's a couple things that we can do together. Even though she does like the action type movies, but still those are kind of fun ones. We can just sit back and just really have a good time with. But this is another thing that we actually watch. So this is complete series plus specials. Okay, there's specials on here too. Well, Ultraman Tiga and Ultraman Dyna, Warriors of the Star of Light, and Ultraman Dyna, Return of Hanejiro. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is gonna be. I'm really excited about this. Ultraman Dyna. I think Ultraman Guy is the next one I got coming. All right, so next up is right here, Josie and the Pussycats. It is a 20th anniversary edition. It's a collector's edition. Love these here. I'm a big fan of this film. I know it just got a lot of hate when it initially came out. But honestly, look, we got Rachel Lee Cook, stunning Tara Reid is in this, Rosario Dawson. Well, three extremely, extremely beautiful ladies in this one here. We got Alan Cumming, who I think is utterly fantastic and everything. Parker Posey. Who doesn't love Parker Posey? Audio commentaries on this one here. We got a backstage pass. We got like 3 Small Words music video, Backdoor Love music video, a De Jour Around the World music video. Super glad to have this one in my collection. This is something that you think would come from like a Shout Select or something like that, because this is like a different. This is a cult film, and you either live long enough to kind of fizzle out mediocrity, or you become a cult release. Like, if you're not like a standard Hollywood film, you're either going to become mediocre and nobody's going to remember you, or you're going to become a cult film. And Josie and the Pussycats definitely became that cult film. Love the look of this film. I actually can't wait to watch this again. I watched Rivervale right now because doing a 5-episode kind of Twilight Zone, a spin-off. But yeah, and they got a very different version of Josie and the Pussycats, but an equally intriguing one in the Riverdale TV series. But this was really, really fun. I was disappointed they never followed it up, actually. But unfortunately, it didn't do as well as I think they wanted it to do. All right, so there were apparently 2 that came out. Bewitched came out at the same time as this, but so did I Dream of Jeannie. Dun, 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 dun. Although the first season has a different like song to it, and it comes with its original broadcast. So when this was done later on, what happened was they took the films and they took the episodes and they colorized the first season to appeal to a kind of more of a mass audience. But the original first season episodes were in black and white, and thankfully the original first season episodes are in black and white here with its original opening. So they didn't change the opening to match the other openings. They gave it its original theme music and everything. So that was really, really cool. So we can see Larry Hagman there and Barbara Eden with a bunch of pictures from the original series. This is seasons 1 and 2. Now there is a lot of episodes on each disc. I was worried about compression issues, but me and my cousin watched a few of the episodes and didn't have any issues at all. So super glad of that. My cousin was so impressed that he went out and bought his own copy of Dream of Jeannie, and he bought Bewitched as well. I gotta go out and buy Bewitched too because I did not get sent that one. There we have another picture of them from season 3, 4, and 5. If you're a fan of Batman the Animated Series, the guy that voices Mr. Freeze, Michael Ansara, would be in this series at least once or twice. I know he played the evil Jin in the series because he was the husband of Barbara Eden, and yeah, so he has this deep kind of voice, and so of course he does. You've heard him play Mr. Freeze and in Batman the Animated Series. That's him. That's his voice, and it's incredible. So I got a lot from Millcreek this time around. Next month I think is pretty light. It's going to be kind of a light month because it's December. They're doing I'll probably get it in January. But what do I think of these here? These here releases? I'm utterly stunned. I could not believe that when so much stuff came. And I know not everything here is everybody's cup of tea, but hopefully between some of these films here, you found a film or two that have kind of just piqued your interest. So quite a lot to look at here. And although I have not yet watched them, I will now rank them in interest because I have seen, not gonna lie, I have seen all these Christmas movies previously. So these were kind of easy to do for me. So let's rank the Christmas movies first, why don't we? And I am trying to remember which one is which here. Okay, so that's the... I think you guys know which one's going to be my favorite because I've talked about it a bit. Who was in this one? That was a pretty good one, actually. I'm not quite sure if I've seen that one or not, so I got to put it like second to last because that's one that I haven't seen. All right, so here we go. I guess in order of interest, and because some I've seen, so I'm kind of more interested in seeing them again. So we got Christmas on the Coast, Christmas in the Smokies, Christmas in the Pines, Christmas in the Wilds, and the top one. You know what's going to be. You knew it. Christmas in the Rockies. There's a lumberjack, there's a lumberjack contest in this movie. How can I not put this one in the top of my Christmas list of these films? It's got a lumberjack movie. You can't get better than that. As for like the stuff when it comes to this here, as in like kind of excitement level, I guess we'll go with that. There is, I guess, in last place, but still interested, but not quite sure about all the films. But there's a couple there that do interest me, and I do think it's maybe more me-centric. But if this is the ones you're interested in, you like documentaries, then there's the Native American Healing and Spiritual Collection. Understand if there's some that's just going to say, oh no, pass on that one. I get it. The Match. Oh, this is hard. Okay. Josie and the Pussycats. This would have been any other month. I think this would have been top, but Strip Las Vegas. Really interesting documentaries, and this here fascinates me, especially because I think this is going to be a time capsule of a certain period in time, a certain era. Yeah, yes, there's attractive women in there, whatever, but you can find attractive women in like all over the internet. If you want to find that type of stuff just for that, it's easy to do. But to get what's hopefully an engrossing documentary about that industry and the women that are in it during this period of time, that is really interesting to me. Okay, this is really hard. Okay, for once, this is the first time. Okay, Ultraman Dyna. Although I love this series, actually, this is one of the better Ultraman series when getting this era. I gotta go with I Dream of Jeannie for the top of the list. It's I Dream of Jeannie. It's a classic series. It lasts for 5 seasons. Sidney Sheldon did this show. Yeah, that's Sidney Sheldon. The one that your mom probably read books about, they're written by. So he did this show, I Dream of Jeannie, and it's a really good show. Now, would I Dream of Jeannie be a show that could be done now? Probably, yeah, but they're going to have people that are going to say, well, they can never do I Dream of Jeannie now. No, trust me, they'd find ways to make it work. It's a cool show. It's charming, and there's a certain naivety to it that you utterly have to love. Anyway, this has been my reviewed and ranked, my Millcreek movie reveal. I think maybe I'll change it to movie review for this year coming up. Though I know a lot of you guys like the reviewed and ranks. But it is, you're still getting your reviewed and ranked, but you're getting them in a movie review style. Now tell me if you like the fact that I'm putting you're getting like a tag up there to kind of let you know what exactly you're watching. And if you watched to the end of this video, then tell me the name of your favorite Pussycat. Who's your favorite of the 3 Pussycats? That way I'll know that you watched to the end of the video. We'll see who watched. I am Aaron. This has been Millcreek Movie Reveal. And thank you for joining me again here as we get into the last month of December. If you've been watching on my Patreon channel, you're seeing that a lot of report cards are coming up for a lot of different companies. I think there's going to be some surprises for some people, and there's going to be some ones that are going to be pretty much exactly what you expect it to be. But if you're not a Patreon member, check it out, because I do have a Patreon channel, and it's usually linked down in most of my videos down below, where you can actually go in, check it out. Any video on my Patreon. One of the things you may find kind of annoying when you're watching these videos, sometimes, I gotta wait for this 10-second ad to get over, or I gotta skip ads type thing. There's no skipping ads on Patreon. No, there is a Patreon video those are always ad free. You're not going to get ads on Patreon videos. You're going to watch it straight through, uninterrupted. You will get things like you're going to get live videos. You're going to have groups where we basically are almost like a movie club, like a book club would be, and we talk about films and actors and directors and different genres. We do tier lists sometimes. Right now we do I do the report cards. I do rankings. I talk about different things that I can't talk about on regular YouTube channels, like the works of Jess Franco. So you're going to see that there as well as a bunch of like coupons that come out, dropped every once in a while, and you're the first people to know when there is new merch in the merch store, which there hasn't been in a while, but there will be soon. And there's a Franco shirt that is going out of print at the end of this year. So if you want to get the Franco shirt before it's gone, now is the time to get it. Get it for a Franco lover in your family. But as always, the most important thing here, even if you can't do any of that, just like, share, subscribe, do that jazzy cool stuff. I really appreciate it. It helps keep the channel going. And I'll be honest, there are times when we've had some really lean times here on the channel, and I'm sure you have it there as well. But just a like on the video really does help out a lot, and it puts us up in that amazing, mysterious algorithm of YouTube. So stay safe, stay healthy. Remember, it costs nothing, not a cent, to be kind. So be kind to others, and you know what? Be kind to yourself. You really do deserve it. And here in the Call of Cinema, there's always another movie. I'll see you soon.